I love this cat.
Holy microphone recordings, Batman.
Oh my god. Thank God that era didn't last forever.
They made a stupid ass joke about it in Batman Forever. He said something like, holy chrome flooring or something like that, Batman. He's like, no, the floor has chrome on it. It's holy. It has holes in it. I was like, oh my God, we're so ass.
So we're going to talk about, as you can see, it's the Bat. We're going to talk about the Bat. But
get that Bat loser.
It's kind of a dark topic because that means at some point we got to talk about Batman and Robin.
We do.
Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
It's there's so many places to start.
With Batman and Robin?
With just Batman in general. You know, this was all, before we formally introduced this shit, this Batman thing was brought to the forefront of something we should talk about because you going on Instagram and making fun of Batman.
The Batman, listen, Batman has been, since I was a child to adulthood, in my top 5 favorite superheroes of all time. I am a sucker for Batman slander. I love when
That's a pause.
For slander? Batman
for
slander?
Being a Batman sucker.
Oh, fuck. We're going to talk about Batman and his problematic detective work because he's the greatest detective until he's not.
Until otherwise.
So let's get it started. We're going to start off from the early days. So we're going to start off with the whole thing. So let's kick this off right. It is no-stalgia. Like
Brostalgia.
Bada bing, bada bat. Man. Boom.
I don't stand by any of that. I don't. Yo, real quick, Brostalgia show on Instagram. Brostalgia show on Instagram, Brostalgia show at gmail.com, Brostalgia on TikTok, Brostalgia on YouTube. Follow all that shit. This man does not know how to introduce a show. He has his training wheels on. I have way too much experience in introducing a show.
I actually forgot we never said where all platforms were.
Because 9 times out of 10 on this show, you just start going, and I just be like, well, now. What were you saying?
There's no-stalgia.
Like Brostalgia, we did that.
Okay,
that was fine.
Okay, that was fine. So all of that is there.
Keep all of this.
Okay, so we're just going to keep on. We're just going to keep on.
Wherever you want to cut in the theme song in there, you cut that in. I don't care how you cut this up.
I'm going to throw it in there 3 times.
You're really good at that. You're very well. It's like season 1. You've proven your editing skills are top notch and comedic. So I'm sure you'll make that entertaining.
It's going to always.
Hey man, can I just get a water cup?
Yeah.
Is that water? Sprite. You wanted Sprite.
To start this off, we have to start in 1938. When it's almost 100 years old, bro. It's almost there. Superman dropped in roughly 1938, and right after the heels of that, Batman came out in, I believe, 1939 by who Bob Kane and Bill Finger was his name.
Bill Finger. They came out in the 30s. That means they were super gentlemen and bat gentlemen. They wasn't even Batman, Superman.
That was the start of it. That was the golden age of comics, and that was when Batman was introduced. Around the 50s or whatever, people started saying it was too dark. They had a problem saying that Batman and Robin were homosexuals. This is a real thing.
You ready to go fight some crime? Let's go fight some crime. What do you say?
They invented, I think, either Batgirl or Batwoman to put in there so they could have a woman around them to prove that they weren't homosexual. This is 1950s at this point.
There's two men on screen, okay? That's all. That's all it took.
This guy Bruce and Dick
wearing tights.
So they
saving the city.
So they
gaily.
So they, to combat that, they made Batman more cheerful and campy, because Batman started off, it was supposed to be dark, not 1930s version of dark. So from this campier, more cheerful version of Batman, you had the TV show with Adam West. After that, there was no other than the original Batman TV show, there was really no live action anything when it came to Batman. The first Superman movie came out in the 70s. And that does not get enough credit for being as groundbreaking as it was, because after all the parents and stuff were saying how we need to make it campier and more for kids, Superman came out and showed, well, we can take it kind of serious. So then after that, they released 3 more Superman movies until Batman, the first film, came out in 1989, I believe it was.
Yes.
And this film, if it were to come out in this day and era the way it did back then, it would be met with so much resistance because of the director, the cast.
Wait, that was Tim Burton, right?
It was Tim Burton.
Because he did that in Returns.
Yes, Tim Burton did that in Returns. But it's crazy saying that now because Tim Burton's a household name. Tim Burton was known for 2 movies at that time: Beetlejuice and Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
I didn't know Tim Burton did Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
I didn't know that shit either. It was his first big budget film.
From the director of Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Michael Keaton is Beetlejuice.
I'm the ghost with the most, babe.
What do you remember about the first Batman?
Joker with that long ass gun. That's like the first thought that comes to mind is him with that long ass pistol or whatever that shit was.
So that film, they said, I think Tim Burton or whoever was in charge of casting, they said specifically, this film, we need Jack Nicholson. For some reason, they were married to Jack Nicholson playing this role. Jack Nicholson didn't work for less than $10 million a movie.
In 89.
In 89.
That's a lot of money in 89.
So what happened was, to get him to the table to take it more serious, they offered Robin Williams the role. And Robin Williams was a big fan, and he was excited to play it.
Yo, I could see Robin Williams then as the Joker.
Robin Williams would have been a good Joker, or even probably better, even a Riddler. But what happened was, they only brought Robin Williams on board to get Jack Nicholson to hurry up, to feel like he was pressured into getting the role.
If I was Robin Williams, I'd be pissed off at that.
He was so much that when they offered him the role as the Riddler in Batman and Batman Forever, he said, "Fuck you, I'm never working with y'all ever or anything." Batman. He was mad a decade later for Robin Williams was mad.
I refuse to be your Ridley man. I will not.
But the end goal was just to get people in the room to get Jack Nicholson in. What happened was, Jack Nicholson got one of the sweetest deals in Hollywood history. He took a pay cut. So instead of $10 million, he took a measly $6 million.
A measly.
But he got paid about $150,000 or more per word that he said in this movie.
What?
Per line. He got paid about $150,000 per line.
Per line?
So he had, I think they said, 585 lines. His check,
that's $5 million plus, $5 million plus.
Plus, so I think he got, in total, he got paid close to, was it 90 to 100 something million dollars for this role.
And because of the weight of his existence, really, he made an incredible, indelible imprint on that genre and on that film, and made a lot of money, and deservedly so.
He got paid in 89 what Marvel actors get paid today
to play the Joker.
Today's money is way different,
with way less lines than they probably got to deliver on screen. And then I think he got a percentage, I think, of any merchandising that involved the Joker or his face. Like, when I tell you how
if I was
desperate
Jack Nicholson after that movie came out, I'm like, I retire now. I'm done in 89. Like, I'm finished.
There's nothing else. I just wanted to let you know that Jack Nicholson got a crazy ass deal for playing the fucking Joker.
Jack Nicholson, can I borrow $1, yo? Probably get something. money.
Also, the promotion for that movie was like unheard of at that time, because before the movie came out, they had toys, merchandising, lunchboxes, T-shirts. The Batman logo became like iconic around that time. They had 2 soundtracks, bro. They had the movie soundtrack, and then Prince did a whole soundtrack.
I didn't even know about the Prince
Yeah,
thing.
Prince had a whole song called Bat Dance, dressed as the Joker. Just going, Bat Dance, get the funk out.
Get the funk out, Batman!
It's a whole separate album, and this is like literally like 4 years removed from Purple Rain. So this is like Super Saiyan 3 Prince.
Imagine Prince going Super Saiyan.
But the first one was like, it was gritty. It was trying to stay true to as much as it could. And it really was just trying to set out to show that you could do a serious Batman. The campy stuff is dead. And that was what it was really big on. Trying to show that Batman should not be campy. It works better dark. It works better serious. And you can have Batman in a real world setting and make it make sense. And to be fair, for Tim Burton being as weird as he is, like his style is, it had to have started around this time, because Pee-wee's Big Adventure was just weird because it was Pee-wee Herman.
Right.
Beetlejuice is naturally going to be weird.
That's supposed to be weird.
It's supposed to be weird. Batman, I feel like, is where he said, okay, I'm going to get weird. I'm going to get weirder. I'm going to find a guy named Johnny Depp, and then I'm going to hit my peak level of weirdness.
Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello.
I'm not going to spend too much time on the first Batman, because it's just like literally it's the most cut and dry.
Yeah.
Like out of all of the original ones before before Batman Begins, it's the most cut and dry. Like there's really no fat there. It's got flaws for the 80s, but it's revered.
Right.
Then you get the next film, which was Batman Returns.
Yo.
If you look as an adult now, it was not a great movie. There's probably more wrong with that shit than all the other Batman movies put together.
Watching Batman Returns as of yesterday, as I prepared for this show, going through all the Batman movies, that movie, like I'm watching, I was like, I swore this was a way better movie than it was.
What the fuck were y'all trying to go for with this movie? It seemed like Tim Burton said, you know what? I proved him wrong. I can do anything. Penguin was literally part penguin. And he lived in an icy sewer with penguins.
This was a circus. This movie was all over the place. Like, all right, it builds up the setting. It gives backstory to the villains.
Right.
It does a lot of exposition. And you need that for motivational purposes. But outside of the very beginning where Batman comes and they're fighting in the beginning or whatever,
It's not that much Batman.
you see Bruce Wayne.
Really?
You see a lot of Bruce Wayne. You see, this is a Penguin movie, first of all. Which goes to my next note. How is Penguin alive? They show his backstory. His parents just throw him over a bridge into the cold water in the winter during the snow. How did he live? He
Bro,
was a
I swear
baby in the water in the winter. You just see this couple like walking their baby in this carriage in this somehow modern but still looking like it's in the past baby carriage because when the hell does Batman ever take place? This is gonna sound fucked up, but it's a baby. That baby should have been dead on impact. Like, how did it live through that? Like, my thing with this was like, yo, he's just a fat weirdo.
He's just a penguin.
You don't have anything. You don't have power. You know, I'm like, just punch this motherfucker in the face. It's over. Christopher Walken was the villain. He was offing people.
Okay.
And he was crooked. So, that's another note I have. So my other note is, why is Christopher Walken a bad bitch?
What?
Go look at Christopher Walken in this movie with your adult eyes. There's so much makeup on him. Like, dog, his hair is all coiffed out, and he has a contour and everything. I'm looking at him versus every other character. I'm like, yo,
If you're a bad girl.
So what the fuck was his goal? He wanted to take over Gotham too, so they just teamed up with makeup. And then
if you think about Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, they're all just villain team up movies.
Yeah.
Even the new Batman movies.
Yeah.
They're all the villains just team up.
They team up and then they try to. The bar is either the end goal of most Batman villains in these movies is either ludicrously high or the bar is so fucking low. It's like either at worst, I want to turn the planet into a jungle, or at bare minimum, like I want to steal $5,000 from this bank and nobody can stop me. It's like,
Jaywalker. No, come on, man, please. I promise I'll never jaywalk again.
Nah, you'll never walk again.
Okay. Let me get back to these notes. So, this is a Penguin movie. And then I wrote again, is this even a Batman movie? Then I wrote again, this is a Catwoman movie. Because then Catwoman shows up and she's like the star.
You killed me. The Penguin killed me. Batman killed me. That's 3 lives down. You got enough in there to finish me off?
Yeah. What is up with Penguin getting hit at the end and his blood is like dark
it's
blue?
like goo. It's like
what are you?
Let's go back to all of this. Right. Batman Returns. As a kid, for some reason, is my favorite one. As an adult, I'm like, this movie's actually kind of fucking scary. And this
was dark as shit.
This movie was so dark. It was like, this is really, it's unsettling, some of this shit in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, Penguin died. Then they the Penguins come and carry his body off or some. Look at him.
That nigga ugly as fuck.
Bro, what the fuck did I just watch?
Okay, so now say what actually happened at the end.
He came out, I don't know how he got like this. He tries to off Batman with, I guess, his umbrella or
like
some
you
shit,
do.
while his mask is half off. And we'll talk about that mask also. He dies from drooling out blue goo. And then the penguins come, the emperor penguins come and give him a funeral at sea, or a funeral at sewer. And he just floats off. This shit looks so unsettling. This is nightmare fuel. Like, who decided to make, well, Tim Burton, of course. It's more Beetlejuice than Batman.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like Beetle Bat.
But also, you just mentioned it. Batman is trying to talk to Catwoman and she's kind of snapping. He's trying to snap her out of it. And again, they had their little sexual tension. So he reveals his identity to Catwoman by completely ripping his like rubber mask off.
No, pimping.
Not like ripping it off, like he's literally ripping the mask off. So now there's like this jagged piece of rubber where he ripped it off the top of his face. Why? What was the point of that?
I don't know. How did he get into that costume fully, bro? Like, there's no
you
way.
have to literally rip it off your face.
Off.
How'd you get in?
How do you get out every night?
He just has a stockpile of rubber masks.
Because Batman, no, this is something that I'll just touch on it here. Because it's a recurring theme in the first 4 movies. Batman is a world-class martial artist. And he cannot turn his neck in any of the... Like, no. He just... Like, he was driving in the first one. He's like trying to look at the sword. He's like, He just keeps cutting his eye.
If Batman Forever, where he's going to go get the Riddler, and they were about to turn off the bat signal, they see him finally come with the bat wing. He flies it through there, and they're like, "Yeah, Batman, go!"
Batman,
he's like, Batman Returns. Like that was my favorite one then, and watching it now is just like, I didn't enjoy this as much as I used to enjoy it. I mean, obviously that could just be me. That could be nostalgia glasses or whatever, but
nah, cause some
nostalgia glasses.
Some shit still holds up, and it just do the thumbs up. Yeah, do like Batman. I think also a part of the reason they focused so heavily on Catwoman in this movie was that I believe the goal was to have a spinoff of Catwoman off of this. She was going to get her own film eventually.
That makes sense. It's just that like
it came at the expense of no Batman for half the fucking film.
Yeah, like I was like, where it did get to a point where I was just like, when does Batman show up and do stuff?
As a kid, I didn't realize was that a continuation or was this a reboot when I was a kid. I think it's a continuation allegedly, but they brought nothing back from
Returns.
Was it the same Alfred?
Yeah, the same Alfred is all through the 90s.
Okay, so the same Alfred, and that was about it because there was nothing
Alfred
else.
does seen mad people come through the crib as Batman. Like Master Wayne, you're somebody different today.
This was the first time I've seen a continuation handled completely like a reboot. The city was different. Like it was dark and dreary before. Now like a Barnum and Bailey Circus now.
No, Barnum and Bailey Circus was the intro to Batman Returns. Tim Burton had that shit looking circusy as fuck. Because all the little minions they were all like weird circus people. This is when they started making the movies look more like action sets and toys and figures and everything. Because I'm watching Forever and I'm just like, this is all like to sell. Everything looks like they're selling a toy.
It's like a 2-hour long commercial. What was the origin story for the Riddler?
All right. Bruce Wayne is walking through one of his warehouses, factories where the scientists are working.
Okay.
One of the scientists who work for him is Edward Nygma.
Enigma, yep.
He comes up to him with a plan to read brainwaves and everything, and Bruce tells him why that's a bad idea. But he was like, hey, you could call my secretary. We'll talk about it. He's like, no, I need an answer. Enigma's like, we need an answer right now. I need an answer right now. He's like, well, if you need an answer right now, then my answer is no. And so from then on, Enigma's like, oh, fuck the world. fuck Bruce Wayne. That's all it took. Because he was like, you're my hero. You're my everything. And as soon as he was like, well, the answer is no. He was like, fuck Bruce Wayne. Down with him. The motivations are, in these movies, are quick. Like that whole shit with Riddler happens immediately. No.
I want to kill him.
Yeah. The Riddler, they don't even give a full-on origin of him. They just show Two-Face, I'm sorry. They just show like a news capture of what happened to him. They were in court and he had there was some acid somebody happened to throw and it hit him.
Are you serious?
I was like, that's how it
He's
happened.
not the easiest one he just falls into a vat of ass.
But they threw it on him and that's how it fucked him up. But this is why I'm saying they put Batman everywhere. Batman was in the courtroom as Batman. And he's jumping out. I'm watching, I was like, what?
That was also, they recast Michael Keaton as Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Tim Burton left and Joel Schumacher stepped in. A lot of things happened in between Returns and this shit. For some reason, they wanted Tim Burton off of it. And so they brought Joel Schumacher in.
We're tired of your circus acts.
They brought Joel Schumacher in, and they actually had a meeting. And they said how it should go. And they did not see eye to eye. Val Kilmer signed on, but Val Kilmer only stayed for one film. Riddler and Two-Face were my issues.
They had some. I'm looking at them like, that can kind of.
So in real life, they did not get along.
Really?
Tommy Lee Jones literally told Jim Carrey, I don't like you. Like, I really hate you.
He started shaking, and he got up and he went, he was like, like this, and he went like to hug me, and he said, I hate you.
Which is so hypocritical because Two-Face acts just like Riddler in this movie.
Yeah.
Like every scene, they're just trying to one-up each other.
Right. Two-Face, I'm like, this is the wackiest Two-Face I've ever seen in my life.
He was so cartoonish.
They had this weird bromance going on. It was just like, it was almost uncomfortable. Like, what are y'all doing?
And Batman still couldn't turn his neck.
Okay, first off, this horny ass doctor in this movie, Dr. Chase.
That was her name?
That was her name. Dog. She was so horny
she was
for
thirsty
Batman
the whole time.
Super thirsty. Like, all right.
You're a bad boy, aren't you? Want to make trouble? Want to make some trouble with this? Huh?
Like, to the point where after he got done fighting Two-Face in the beginning, and stopping Two-Face in the beginning, she's there, like, you could tell she's just like holding, clutching her pearls, seeing Batman. Whatever.
Right.
It's the 90s Batman. I get it. Cool. So then Bruce Wayne's in the crib, and then he sees the bat signal, you know, like he does, and he goes to find where the signal's coming from. She walks out of the shadows in like lingerie, low-cut lingerie.
God.
She was just like, he was so like, this is not how you use the bat signal, or some shit he said.
The bat signal is not a beeper.
Man, sit your dumb ass.
And she's just like, I've always wanted to see, like, she gets super fucking almost molesty.
Wait.
You could do whatever you want.
Wait. She's just a doctor?
Yeah. She's like a psychiatrist.
So basically,
or a therapist,
anybody can just access that bat signal. You're telling me, like
that's what I said too. I was like, how come she could just turn the shit off?
So like,
I mean, she was cool with like Commissioner Gordon and stuff, so maybe that's how that all happened. But
so that means that
she was like on the case, so she was part of the case.
Can you imagine being Commissioner Gordon? You're like, what the fuck is happening? Why's the signal on?
But then you put your binoculars on and some girl with her titties out like Batman.
Does she know who Batman really is?
And not at this point, but I also have a note here that says horny doctor is also very stupid. So I'm gonna get to that. So later on, obviously he likes her. So then he hits on her as Bruce Wayne. She's like, I can't. There's someone else, meaning Batman. And so he's like, oh, he says something smooth, like, I understand, blah, 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 blah. So then she's somewhere and he comes and saves the day again. Again, Batman's all over this fucking movie. So she straight up goes to him and he goes to him and she's just like, 12 midnight, my place.
Jesus
Meet me there.
Christ.
Then Bruce starts getting closer to her and they kiss or whatever. And he's about to explain to her that he is Batman.
Oh my God.
Why? That's another thing.
God.
Why is Batman so just like, I like her, so she must know that I'm Batman? So Batman shows up to her place at midnight. It's the most cliche, like, she lives in this big penthouse room
with the balcony.
The satin sheets, and it's just her laying there, and he lands on the thing, and she comes up, just all she has covering her is the blanket. And she's like, I've waited for this my whole life. You have no idea, blah, 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 blah. But at this point, she's getting closer to Bruce. So she's like, but I can't. I've started seeing someone.
I've imagined this moment since I first saw you. Your eyes, your lips, your body. And now I have you, and I'm wishing you were somebody else.
Like, what the fuck? Like, you was with Bruce, and you said, I like someone else who is Batman. Then the Batman himself comes, and you're just like, I can't. I'm starting to like this other guy now. Who is Bruce? Who is Batman? So then Batman turns around to walk away and gives the corniest, cheesiest smile. He might as well look dead in the camera. She's like, I like someone else. And he knows she means him as Bruce. So he's just like,
So Robin, I remember that he looks as old as fucking Batman. So it was Chris O'Donnell, I think, that plays
Chris O'Donnell. He's playing like a high school or college
right,
kid or something
and
like
that role I think was actually intended for DiCaprio at one point.
Makes sense.
Probably wasn't going to be a thing that actually manifested, but it was also intended for fucking Marlon Wayans. From what I hear,
I did hear that.
Yeah, Marlon Wayans, DiCaprio, like it was a weird selection they had for that role.
there's one scene because he had like that circus background. He's an acrobat, so he's doing the laundry, but he's like throwing the shirt and flipping it and doing kick moves to it and throwing it on the laundry line. But I was like, he had like a shirt. Then he took the shirt, let it go, put his hands in it, flipped it around, threw it on the mop handle, kicked it up, and threw it on his line, right? And I was like, why didn't he just take the shirt? You spent more time. What was the point?
There was 80s cheesy, and then there was 90s cheesy.
Why? Oh!
I feel like Batman has a no-kill policy that he breaks if it's not directly offing somebody. Because he knows that Two-Face is obsessed with his fucking coin. Didn't Two-Face like flip a coin?
And then Batman just... Where the fuck did he get...
This nigga just threw a bunch of spare change.
We skipping ahead, but yes. Two-Face is about to kill them. They're hanging on for their life. But then Batman convinces...
Two-Face to flip on it.
No, yes. Batman convinces Two-Face to not just outright kill him. He's like, wait, don't you usually have to flip a coin for this? He's like, you're right. So he what? So he flips the coin and then Batman you know how cartoons reach behind them and stuff? He just is like, and like a bunch of coins.
A ridiculous amount of level of coins.
Where were you holding that in this tight-ass, tight-neck Batman
with
suit?
No pockets. With no pockets, like, bro.
So, and then, because then Two-Face dies, and you see his hand sinking, but then you see the coin laying back in his hand.
There was 80s cheesy and there's 90s cheesy.
Dog, that shit was, you have to put that in here.
Emotion's always the enemy of true justice. Thank you. You've always been a good friend.
That does not make sense.
So if I'm not mistaken, they have a director's cut, which is scenes that weren't used in the movie. And I'm not sure if this was based off of what Tim Burton was trying to do or what Schumacher was initially going for. But these handful of scenes, first of all, it changes the whole fucking film. These handful of scenes changes the whole film. You can find them on YouTube, I think. And on top of that, it gives you a more cohesive story. And it was supposed to start off with Batman going through this guilt of his parents dying. That was supposed to be the whole premise. Starts off with him telling Alfred, it's my fault. Should I give up being Batman? And Alfred is pretty much saying, well, you can pretty much give up anything, but do you want to? He goes to the bank robbery scene. He gets shot in his fucking head. So what happens is he loses all memory of being Batman, but he remembers being Bruce Wayne. They dive into the origin of Batman.
We don't see how he becomes Batman until Batman Begins.
How he trains, how he makes a suit with no fucking neck, none of that shit. So in this movie, they dive into how he became Batman.
You that rich, you can't invent a neck that moves.
It ends showing him going into a cave and he faces his fears and he finally realizes that Bruce Wayne is not different than Batman. They're one and the same. They're tied. You are Batman now and you will be Batman forever. That's why it was called Batman Forever.
That makes a lot now.
And it goes off of him saying,
I'm Batman, Alfred.
Yo, Alfred, Bruce Wayne should fuck Alfred up because he does this again in Batman and Robin, but he takes the liberty and makes Robin a suit.
Oh, God.
Yo, if I was Bruce Wayne, I'd be like, Alfred,
stop touching my shit.
Why are you looking?
Stop touching my shit, Alfred.
Or I'd have been like, you can create this motherfucker a suit, but my neck still don't work.
Were there bat nipples on this suit
yes,
too?
Bat nipples started in Forever.
So Batman nipples, because they give Batman and Robin all the flack for that. It started in Forever.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Batman Forever, I know we said that Prince had a whole album. All they had for this one was All You Needed. They had Seal. Kiss from a fucking rose. I don't know how they decided to have that song for that movie, but goddamn, it was good. So
that was Batman Forever, baby.
Because you would think it was Batman and Robin, Kiss From a Rose, Poison Ivy, but it was Batman Forever.
I always thought Batman and Robin should have been Batman
Forever.
And Batman Forever should have been Batman.
Because it was the last one. So it should have been Forever. And the one where they introduced Robin
should be Batman and Robin.
And this one was Batman and Robin. And Batgirl. So
yeah, what the fuck? Like, the naming conventions was kind of fucked up.
And then that brings us to Batman and Robin.
Let's cool it for now. I've got someone I want you to meet. His name is Bane.
A laundry service that delivers. Wow.
I hated this movie when I was a kid. That says a lot. I didn't hate it. I just knew it wasn't good. Like, I would watch it.
I would still watch it when it was on.
Yeah, I would definitely, because it would come on HBO.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles 3 is like that version of Batman and Robin.
Elvis Presley in Blue Hawaii.
And Batman and Robin is the Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
It is glorious!
Batman Forever, some of the casting choices were a little sus. Most of them were just, they were fine. They were fine. I think personally, Val Kilmer was a somewhat underrated Batman. I actually liked him as Batman, but
the only thing with Val Kilmer is close your fucking mouth.
Oh, yeah, his shit was always like,
yo, he was going after Two-Face or something, and they had like fire, and he ran through the fire, and he's standing there, and he just like. Close your fucking mouth.
Batman and Robin had hands down the most suspect casting in history, and I'm basing that 99% off of who played Mr. Freeze. The chopper, Freeze. He said almost every pun imaginable in that. I'm putting you on ice.
It's a cold town.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Everybody chill.
All right, everyone. Chill.
It's going to be a cold winter in Gotham.
Chill.
As I smoke this cigar that should not work.
Chill.
Shut up.
So there's so much to unpack with this. I don't even know where to start with this. First of all,
whoever plays Commissioner Gordon is a horrible actor.
Who the fuck was? I don't even
know
remember
his name. Some guy. But it was the very opening of the movie. Again, Batman is shit in this movie because it starts off with Batman and Robin going to, like, before they even give the background of the character, Commissioner Gordon is on Batman's Batmobile screen, like, there was a disturbance at wherever this is. This is like, he goes by the name Mr. Freeze, and I'm just like, is he reading something? He's not. It's terrible at delivering this line. Go back and watch the beginning. The way he talks, he's just like, Batman, you have to get there.
Batman, a new villain has commandeered the Gotham Museum. He's frozen the Antiquities Wing. He's turned the security.
This whole fucking movie is a 2-hour-long commercial for
It
toys.
is a commercial.
It's a
because
commercial
my next note is ice skates out of nowhere. Because both Batman and Robin fall on their backs, but then they both click their heels
and have ice skates.
And ice skates come out.
Who would build that into their suit?
Alfred Pennyworth.
Alfred's niece from England shows
Who has
up.
no accent.
Who has no accent. Shows up with no accent.
She just shows up. I'm Alicia Silverstone.
She's Alicia Sylvester Stallone. She has
Alicia Silverstone.
Silverstone. No, because the 90s tried so hard to convince you she was attractive despite she had a Sylvester Stallone mouth. Her mouth had the Stallone
and she had a weird mouth, but for 90s white girl, she was 90s white girl attractive.
Oh, you're coming out. How did you know?
We didn't talk about it, but Drew Barrymore in Batman Forever was bad too.
Drew Barrymore was in that shit?
She was one
her?
of Two-Face's minions.
You know what's odd about that? You said that. I never knew that. And for some reason, I always, when I thought of like 90s girls hot, I always put Drew Barrymore in the same category as Sylvester. And
Alicia Sylvester Stallone? You was over here looking at Sylvester Stallone?
So, Poison Ivy, she dies somehow and becomes Poison Ivy.
All right. Poison Ivy has the exact same
origin
setup
story
as the Riddler. Remember what I said about the Riddler? He came up to him like, hey, I got this idea. No. Then Bruce is at another convention he's having for one of his endeavors. And Poison Ivy goes running up to him. Mad guards. All they're saying is like, you can't do that. Why are you? Stop. No.
Bum rushing these cops.
And of course, just like in Batman Forever, Bruce is like, it's fine. Let her through. This clearly unhinged person to this billionaire. Let her through. He's like, we should do this and we should do that. And blah, 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 blah. And I had this idea. And Bruce again is just like, well, like there would be people in Plant Life that would die. And she's like, well, isn't that like a sacrifice we have to make for the greater good of the earth? And he was like, people come first. And denies her. And once he denies her, fuck this, fuck that. And she goes back into her lab where she was working for him. And there was a scientist there who created Bane.
Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh.
Admirable, but mistaken.
And he kills her pretty much. He pushes this thing full of chemicals and plant life on top of her, and she pretty much dies underneath it. And then she's resurrected somehow, and she stands up, and now she has like poison powers, and the same way Catwoman fell out of a window, and the cats eat her, and she just gets back up as Catwoman.
Okay.
Time to die, little Robin.
I hate to disappoint you, but rubber lips are immune to your charms.
Surprise, motherfucker.
That was the one scene I hated as a kid. I'm like,
me too. He just rips the rubber off of his lips. Like
he ripped it off like it was like a fake mustache.
But he rips off the rubber lips when Poison Ivy tries to poison him by kissing him. He rips off the rubber lips as if to say, aha, gotcha.
As he's leaning into her mouth to tell her.
But they're still this close. Poison Ivy could have just been like,
I'm gonna just keep kissing like,
or you could have kissed him anywhere else on his face.
She just kicks him into acid or something.
Kicks him into a little plant water
She kicked him into a koi pond.
Yeah.
And he started drowning.
And then Batgirl just comes in and just kicks her into this plant. She's like, ah!
Yo, this shit was so over like it was already over the place, but they realized they were going over their time limit. So they said, you know what? Let's just go everywhere with this shit. Because then Batman comes in like, you know what? Messing was a friend. It's a homie.
It's a brother.
It's a brother. It's my nigga.
Partner. It's my
nigga. Was the Bat card in this?
No, card. That was in Batman Forever.
Never leave home without it.
Oh, wait, no. It wasn't this. It was in Batman and Robin. Because they were bidding on Poison Ivy. And the guys in the crowd like, $100,000, $500,000. Because she blew that shit on them to make them all like her. Then Batman's just like, $1 million. And then Robin, $2 million. Like, you don't have it. I'll just take it from you.
$1 million.
$2 million.
You don't have it. $3 million.
I'll borrow it from you. $4 million.
And then Batman's just like, he's like, $3 million.
It's the bet.
He's like, never leave home without it.
But it made a sound. It was like,
cha-ching. $7 million.
When it came to Batman and Robin, I have no clue what the goal was for this shit, other than sell toys.
Yeah,
it was a long commercial.
In the middle of the final act, all of a sudden their suits are different. Just so that they can sell that suit.
Yeah, how about that? Because we make it clear. So Alfred's dying the whole time. I forgot about that part. He doesn't die because Mr. Freeze gives him drugs to bring him back to life, and he randomly trusts Mr. Freeze to do it. But he tells Alicia Silverstone that she has I did it.
You did.
That he made her a costume to combat crime.
And again, if I was Bruce, I'd be like, what the fuck is that?
Look, everybody that comes in their house, like the fucking mailman has a costume at this point.
Well, now that you're here, I took the liberty to make you a suit.
I never see him take the liberties to make nobody food in their fucking house, but they
like, Alfred has his own closet full of suits, and like, what are all these? He's like, oh, these are all suits that I took the liberty to make.
He took the liberty to make her a suit, but then for the final act of the movie to sell more toys, they all have on brand new suits. And including
when did sick ass Alfred find the liberty to make a brand new suit
You know what's crazy?
in the middle of the fight? Which means he made Batgirl 2 suits before she got there?
No, you know what's crazy? Because he didn't know she was coming.
Yeah, like what?
He got sick not long after she got there. So as soon as she showed up, his first thing is like, I gotta make her a suit. I gotta like, Alfred, you're sick. I gotta make 2 suits. Wait, what if I
What if she needs something? She has to have an extra suit.
The first thing he did.
Not only did he make her 2 suits, he also made Batman and Robin
2 new suits. My man was in there sewing the whole fucking... And Batman still couldn't move his fucking neck.
They won't let him. Alfred's like, here you go, Batgirl.
He's like,
here you go, Robin. Here you go, Batman's like, the fuck with the neck, dog.
He's like, why is his neck like this? He's like, because if you could turn your neck, you would see me taking these liberties. That's why he had the suit on the whole fucking Batman Forever. Because he's like, just wear the suit at home too, Master Bruce.
Master Bruce, I can't make your neck move. For you see, in your peripheral, I've been taking the liberty to make these other suits. Alfred's license plate on his car is TK Liberty. Taking the liberty.
The animated series, and that's next. They took so much time constructing every aspect of that show. Like when you really go, we can get into it right now. Before every episode, there was always a custom screen that would tell you what the episode was about. There was like a custom art, and it was always based off of like 1940s neo-noir movies. The way Batman looked, he made him look menacing. His eyeballs were just white slits.
Yeah.
Like he had no eyes.
The animated series is one of the best Batman designs, period.
There was just no fucking music half the time. And when there was music, it was like dark, low, and sinister. But most of the time, there was just no music. It was just the dialogue and the sound.
So seriously, it was so perfectly done to fit the tone of Batman.
Even the buildings, they took old school buildings but gave them like futuristic designs.
Yeah.
Why the police are riding around on police blimps?
Yeah, you're like, what the hell is
they
that
had
about?
Police blimps. Like I was sitting there. It took me till I was like 19 years old. I'm like, it's not a real thing. They even had one episode. It's one of the more famous ones. It's all the villains at a table playing cards, talking about when they almost killed Batman, and they're all talking. But if you look at it, the only thing is them at the table, the light swinging above them, and everybody else in the bar or whatever are just black silhouettes. So it gives you like a claustrophobic feel, like you have to pay attention.
The 90s Batman stuff takes you back to a time where like they were throwing shit at a wall with these superhero movies. Superhero movies now are taken so seriously, which I'm not saying they shouldn't be, but back then it was just wild, wacky. Batman has to get the villain by any means necessary. It followed a specific formula. Batman now, you see the latest Batman?
No.
You didn't see it? It was pretty good.
The movie?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it.
It's pretty good.
Okay. I heard it's pretty long too.
It's long, but it's good. Pause.
Pause? Pause what?
It goes back to, it's super dark.
Okay.
And brooding, and it's what Batman.
They called him emo Batman. Like,
yeah, kind of. Yeah, but you know what? I thought it was gonna be more emo, like emo in a bad way.
Okay.
But he pulled it off pretty well.
I didn't hear a bad thing. They said they really focused on the detective aspect of it.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. You could loosely call him a superhero. He was a detective.
Right.
And a lot of the movies take away from that. They like make him like a wacky,
just an action.
Yeah, like a wacky action guy, or he's just a super genius.
I'm a wacky action guy. Look at me.
wacky action man. But
yeah.
By the heat of this TV, it seems like she was watching TV before you entered the room.
Oh.
Bad Girls Club, Season 2, Episode 7.
What?
Seems like he was in here for 15 minutes.
How do you know that?
Wait. I think I know why he did this.
Why did he do it? I didn't see anything. Why did he do... Like, why do you do that?
Batman was a detective. not only a detective, he's the world's greatest detective.
You're supposed to be trying to figure it out with Batman.
Right.
Which is what the show got right. That's why the animated series was so good, because you're watching that and you're genuinely trying to like solve this case too.
And it wasn't like him just following footprints. It was like, this kind of tree bark is only found in Africa. Who went to Africa?
Joker did.
Harvey. It was Harvey. If we're going to talk about movies, I almost forgot one. Now that we're talking about the animated series from that time, The Mask of the Phantasm is a classic.
That's a detective
That's
movie.
A detective movie.
Yeah.
And if you're a
Watch that
kid,
shit.
you're like, oh, snap, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
As an adult, you're like, I know who it is.
Yeah, you kind of figure it out.
Because their plots have been done so many times now.
Yeah.
But it was literally everything you wanted. It was the animated series, but in movie form. And this is how popular Batman... See, when they try to say that Batman and Robin try to cash in on the campiness, that was never a high seller. Right. Batman in the 90s, dark and brooding and detective work was always the cash cow because that animated film was released in movie theaters.
As a kid, I was like, there's a cartoon...
In the movies?
There's a Batman cartoon in the movies? Because I was already used to the Batman movie.
Right.
So when that happened, I was just like, I didn't know how to like
receive
it.
It's like the Batman cartoon that I watch on TV is going to the movie theater.
Right.
Mom.
Yeah. Explain it.
Take me now.
This Christmas, for the first time, America's most exciting and legendary motion picture hero comes to the screen like you've never seen him before. The Bat! In an all-new, larger-than-life feature film.
And for me, when I, like, the live action, the cartoon movies, the animated movies have been going for a while. I was hook, line, and sink when Under the Red Hood came out.
Who do you work for?
I watched that and World War Hulk around the same time. And I watched Under the Red Hood and I said, I need everybody to see this. I mean, my sister watched it. My girlfriend at the time, I made her watch it. I said, yo, I watched it almost every fucking day for like a week. Like I was so on this movie.
You were under the Red Hood.
Bro,
you was fucking under that shit.
Bro, I was hooked on this shit. And then when they dropped Flashpoint Paradox, I just said, listen, whatever y'all got for me, I'm in for it.
Yeah. It didn't matter that it was a cartoon. That's why. It was a cartoon, but they took it just as serious as it was like a PG-13 movie.
The Killing Joke, that was a very polarizing one too. Me personally, I liked it. Did you read the comic?
I didn't read the comic.
I don't like to be that fan like, oh, well, in the comic. I watched it for what it was and I liked it. I don't mind campy Batman. I don't want to make it seem like I hate it. But I like my Batman, dark and brooding. My parents were killed. Because realistically, all Batman is a motherfucker that needs therapy and never got it. So he beats up other people that need therapy.
He's a rich, able-bodied, brooding
thief. Where am I? It's so crazy because I feel like all the villains are way more, except for Joker, are way more honest. Mr. Freeze is like, listen, I'm doing this because my wife is dying. And I will kill all of y'all before I watch her die. And Batman's like, I watched my parents die. I'll kill you. It's like, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Like,
hold my beer.
Yeah, like, bro, what are you going to try to exercise empathy at all? You are the worst person.
Fuck that. My parents are dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck you. Fuck that.
Like, I love Christian Bale. Mm-hmm. That voice is just comedic. Yeah. Like, bro, you sound like a parody of you. You sound like you're making fun of somebody playing Batman. I'm not wearing hockey pants.
Yo, imagine if Christian Bale had that voice and it was Val Kilmer's mouth. His Val Kilmer's mouth with that. Close your fucking mouth.
You know what's funny? It's that Christian Bale's version of Bruce Wayne was so committed to being Batman that even when he was getting fucked up, he still kept that voice. Bane was whooping his ass.
And
then started monologuing. And Batman got so frustrated, he went, he finally beat up Bane at the end of Dark Knight Rises. He's like, I remember that whole shit, word for word, because his voice, by this point, I think it just got into the apex of bad. And then he got stabbed by Talia al Ghul, but he would not drop the voice, even though they all knew they both knew he was Bruce, but he was still using the voice. He's like, you think you were the only one that could escape? But I never escaped. But the child of Ra's al Ghul made the climb. He's like,
what? Like, that's another thing. The cadence, the rhythm of how he talked as Batman.
But the child of Ra's al Ghul made the climb.
Yo, this nigga Batman, he sounded like a chainsaw. Like, if you pull the cord out of the back of Batman, he's like, I don't know what you're doing. I'm Batman, why are you doing this shit to me? Bane is coming up. Alfred, stop taking the liberty. Speaking of that trilogy of movies, in Dark Knight, I always crack up when Harvey Dent is laying in the hospital bed and the Joker comes in with the nurse outfit.
Hi. Real quick, before we get out of here, we cannot have this talk without bringing up
shout out to the Save Before Quitting audience. Shout out to my homie and co-host, Chris. We bring up Batman Beyond. I want to say every 2 to 3 episodes, at some point, we express our love for Batman Beyond, and we want to know why there hasn't been a video game, a good video game, and there was never a movie. And the plan apparently was that if the Flash did well, they were going to do Batman Beyond.
They were doing the time skips,
right? But since the Flash bombed, they're not going forward with it.
They should still do it. I did not want to get out of here without acknowledging Batman Beyond. Yeah, so anything else you want to hit on?
I'm sure there's going to be some purists watching. It's like, you forgot this part. Well, this is off the cuff. I took a couple of notes, but
it's off the cuff 90s Batman shit. Yeah. We're not here to talk about the 60s or the Silver Age. We gave you a little breakdown. Oh, God.
I like how Batman Forever and Batman and Robin both end with them running at the camera from the bat signal.
Or the bat signal behind them. That song went hard too.
If they would have kept going with them, it would have been mad people running at the camera.
Oh my God.
Alfred would have took the liberty to make everybody
the old Justice League just living in this nigga house.
We hope y'all enjoyed this. Our trip down memory lane of Batman.
All because of Batman slander.
Yep, that's how it all started. Making fun of
slander.
Batman, and now we had to do a Batman episode.
Thanks so much for joining. We appreciate you. We will see you next time.
You catch everything Brostalgia.
Yeah, everything.
Brostalgia Show on Instagram.
Yep.
BrostalgiaShow@gmail.com. Send us an email. We'll read it right here on the show.
Or text us or call us shit.
However you know how to contact us. Hit us up on Instagram, TikTok. We'll read them. Send us a direct message on there. Brostalgia on TikTok. And if you need anything else, if you go to our Instagram, link is in the bio for everything Brostalgia, including our YouTube. Comment on the YouTube. Like the videos on the YouTube. Share the videos on the YouTube. Help us spread this thing around, man.
Help us help you. But thanks for joining. Peace, love.
And Brostalgia.
Out of here.